Hey guys, this is CJ. Just doing a quick video for you all to show you the recent homework assignment, the LIRI-Bot. Um, you see into infinity right there for you. So just straightforward. We'll just get right into it. So for those who are watching it that aren't familiar with the homework assignment, basically this is a Node.js project where I'm basically taking user input or not for either like a movie or a song. And I'm going to have this program basically either give me information about the movie from the OMDB database or information about the song from Spotify's database. And the song could be from about various artists, what albums they're from, and like it'll show a preview code. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm not still familiar with why we do this with the get ignore file. So I'm gonna ask about that, but I'm pretty sure it's mainly just so that way this can't get put into GitHub, as far as I understand it. If I'm wrong, I'm sure one of my instructors who's watching this will correct me. So please feel free to do so. So right here, we have our keys.js file, which holds my Spotify keys, specifically the IDs for them, because they'll actually be stored. Where did I believe I put them in the in the .env file here. So these are my Spotify IDs. I don't care if you use them, whatever. And then this random.txt file, we're actually going to be using this for another portion of the program, but basically I can use this however I want. I have it set to Spotify this song, and I want it that way right now, but I could change it to a different song, or I could change it to look for a particular movie. And that's all we got there. So this is the code we have, straight up, getting all the packages that we're going to be using, Axios, Spotify, file share, or not file share, FS file system, file system. The keys.js file, we're importing that, and the new Spotify object that we're creating from the Spotify keys. And then, listing our process.argv here, so we can pull out our arguments for later use. So here we start with the movies. We take from the command line, we either get a movie title and search for that movie, or we just, if there's no movie title entered in the command line at all, it'll just pull up the data for Mr. Nobody. And again, that movie can be changed to whatever. It's just our default quote unquote movie that we're looking at. And we just put in the argument. We just call the function get movie, which I'll describe later on, and make sure it's in the proper format for the query URL that we use later on with Axios. And then we do the same thing for Spotify this song. That's the command that we want to use if we want to look up songs. If there's no song provided, we could search for the sign. Again, that could be whatever we want it to be, or the song title. Make sure it's set in the proper format. Spotify song is the function. So now we go down, and then there's the third one. Now this one is kind of the do one or the other thing, and this actually utilizes our random.txt file. So if we put in the command line, do what it says, it'll read what the information in the random.txt file, and put all the elements in this file separated by a comma as an array. And then we'll just utilize it and say, hey, if the first element, which is usually the command, is movie this, then do what we did above. Otherwise, do the Spotify functions. Now we go to the actual functions themselves. Actually, pretty straightforward. So for Spotify song, we actually do a Spotify search with their NPM. Return an error if there's an error. Otherwise, for every single track, or every single track that we can find with that song name, up to 5, because the default is 20. We don't want to list 20. Then it'll list the artist name, the song, which should be the song name, the element preview URL. So that's the preview link for the song, and then the album. I may tweak the song name just to make sure I cover all my bases there, because there may be a chance that not all the songs have that title. So I need to make absolutely sure that I didn't mess that up. So you will see that in a revised form if I needed to make that change. So just to test that out, though, so we will do node LIRI.js, and let's just not put a song in. We're not going to put a song in. It should be. Oh, I didn't put anything. Spotify this song. There we go. If we Spotify this song with no song, it should give me all the stuff for the sign. So there's Lil Wayne from the Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack. There's Harry Styles, Jeremy, I guess. Ty Dolla Sign. And yeah, so there's that. And so you see like Jeremy repeats, but it's because the album is different. So the light and then Late Night's the album. So same thing. So now if we do a song, Rhonda, give me a song, please.
I saw
That's the default one.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Fuck. You got it stuck in my head.
Thank you for putting that in my video.
Don't go chasing waterfalls?
Okay, so I think that's Waterfalls, right? Yeah, it's TLC. Let's try Waterfalls.
And you're welcome.
Okay, so we got water. Yep, there it is. TLC, Waterfalls, Crazy Sexy Cool, Ludacris, Pretty Lights, Waterfall Sounds, and Sleep Baby Sleep. Exhaustive collection of soothing brown noise, brown waves, and other ambiances. Brown noise, really? Okay. But that's basically what it is. And if we do the, let's actually just do what it says. Or no, we'll do that later. So that's the Spotify this song. That's how that works. So we get the artist, the song, the preview link, and the album. And the link we can actually click on, and it'll take us to the Spotify page. I'm not going to do that here because no. All right, so the get movie function. Again, another straightforward function here. We're going to use the Axios call for APIs, and we're going to pull out the movie's title, the year it was released, the IMDb rating, the Rotten Tomatoes rating, which I need to fix that spelling. It's Rotten, not Rottone. Tomatoes ratings. Produced in whichever countries, the plot, and who it's starring. So go ahead and fix that up. And it's called, and the command is movie this. And we're going to leave it as a default, so that way we can pull up Mr. Nobody. 2009, 7.9 out of 10. You know, Jared Leto, Lin Dan Pham, and Diane Kruger. But let's do another movie without the language this time. Secondhand Lions, is that spelled in a particular way? Is there like a dash? Secondhand Lions, okay. Lions. Okay. Released in 2003, 7.6 on IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes of 59%. Produced in USA with Michael Caine, Robert Duvall, Haley Joel Osment, and Kira Sedgwick. Coming of age story about a shy young boy sent by his irresponsible mother to spend the summer with his wealthy, eccentric uncle. Does that sound right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrible.
Yeah, this is OMDB, not IMDb, please. And the descriptions are never really good anyway. Okay, but that's movie this. So that's how the get movie function works. And again, we have the catch there in case there's an error. But that's pretty much it. Now we can just do what it says. If it works, we do what it says. It should give us it should take the command Spotify this song for I Want It That Way. And sure enough, here we are. So we got the 2 on the Backstreet Boys because it's on their greatest hits album and on Millennium, Anthem Lights, Tyler and Mark, Dynamite Boy. Now again, I may just need to tweak what the song title is, but that's just a matter of making sure I reference the correct property in the object that I get. It's a really simple fix, but that's basically how it works. And if I can change this, let me just change it for you, so that way we can actually show that it works. So movie this, and what's another movie you want me to look up? We wait with bated breath. Into the Looking Glass? Is that the full title of the movie?
Yeah.
Into the Looking Glass. Okay, we'll save that. Let's see if that works. Do what it says. I don't think it pulled up anything because it says the reflections of Phineas T. Horn upon gazing into the looking glass and what he saw there, released 2009. That didn't work out the way that I wanted it to. Let me try a movie I do know. Let's try Raiders of the Lost Ark. So we'll just change that, redo the command. There we go. Okay. So Raiders of the Lost Ark, released 1981, 95%, produced in the USA. Archaeologist and adventurer Indiana Jones is hired by the U.S. government to find the Ark of the Covenant before Adolf Hitler's Nazis can obtain its awesome powers. Starring Harrison Ford, Karen Allen, Paul Freeman, and Ronald Lacey. There we go. So that's pretty much it. That's LIRI-Bot. There are some things that can be added. There are some bonus stuff that I didn't do, like I didn't do the write to a file for every command that I do, which I can do. I will add that after the fact. But for now, this is what I'm going to be submitting. And this was a fun one because I enjoy the programming aspect. So I'm really eager to see how this plays out when we get into the like having it right to the web pages and all that stuff. So this was fun, and thanks so much for watching. Have a great one, and let me know if you have any questions.